Hi, I'm Anne, and one thing that stresses me out is not knowing what I want to do in my future as like a career. When it's like end of your junior year, all of a sudden it's like you have to know what you want to do and you have to like start thinking about it. And like advisory, we always have to like do these sheets where we have to write down what we want to do, and I never know what to write. I usually write I don't know. And then there's some kids in my group who are writing down like all these things and what colleges they want to go to, and I sit there and I'm like, is it bad that I don't know? And I think that's stressful, just because it's a lot to think about. But with time, I'll figure it out, and it won't be as bad.
What stresses out me personally is that within the next 5 years I have to choose my path that life will go down. I need to hone in on a major and a work that's related to that major for the rest of my life, and that's stressful. And say in 4 years I come to my junior year and I don't know what I want to do. I have to get corralled in something that maybe I'm forced to do or that I don't want to do, and that's stressful. And one way I kind of relieve this stress is by looking for things I'm interested in that I would want to study for the rest of my life and that I enjoy doing.
So what stresses me out is the failure of repetition. What that basically means that I wake up at the same time every day, I go on the same bus, go to the same classes every other day, and I go home at the same time every day after doing the same sport every day. And if you mess up in any of those categories, well, you failed, pretty much. If you don't perfect the idea of repetition, I feel like you won't make it in life, because you have to perfect something before you move on to the next step. And high school, it's pretty much one big repetition for me.
Hi, I'm Logan. I have many things that stress me out, but the main ones are basically having good enough grades to please my parents and the colleges I'm applying to so that I can actually get into college. And also another thing that stresses me out is making sure that I have enough money to survive in college, and that what I'm studying in college will allow me to make money down the road and to be able to provide for a family and a house. And also I get stressed out about sports because I'm a senior, so you have a lot of responsibility to perform for your sport teams, and that stresses me out when I have game days and stuff like that.
Hi, I'm August. What stresses me out is mostly all the different things I have to juggle. You know, going to school and taking high-level classes and getting all this work, and then coming home and then having the pressure to be with friends and go to work and be with my parents and my grandparents. It's a lot to juggle.
You know what stresses me out personally, and I think it would stress everyone else out if they thought about it more, is that, like, the whole fact that we are so tiny in this universe of trillions and trillions of things that I don't even know about because I've never taken a class on it, so all I've seen is like Tumblr pictures. I don't even know if they're real. But just the fact that I'm this tiny little thing, and first of all, I get stressed out about tons of things, but then like I think about it and I'm just like, what is the point? You know what I mean? Kind of like Kate said, like, I don't know, I just think that's not only stressful, but it's just like a huge thing to think about. And
so one of the things that stresses me out the most is probably making decisions. I hate when like there's a bunch of activities that you have and they're all at the same time conveniently, and it is just the most stressful thing to try to decide which activity to prioritize, which thing to go to, and there's nothing you can base your decision on. And I guess that kind of like relates to classwork too, because at some point you just can't do it all, and you have to figure out what things you want to do the best and what things are good enough. And I think that's one of the hardest things for me, like just saying it's good enough.
I feel like people don't believe me when I say how much stress I have. I assistant coach cheerleading and basketball. I take AP and honor classes. I'm in 3 clubs, and I know it's sort of crazy and it's all my choice, but I put myself under so much pressure, and all for what? Like, is it for college? Is it for scholarships? It just seems so minuscule, like when I think about it in the perspective of the rest of my life. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane.